Thank you. So, I know that you all know that my last name is Still. My great-great-great-grandfather was William Still, the Underground Railroad station master, who was born here in New Jersey. His biggest claim to fame was he documented the stories of runaway enslaved people in a book called The Underground Railroad Records. My family and I had this book reissued in 2019. Now, who would like to share their project first? You know what? Let's do this in chronological order. So we'll have Ashley and her Harriet Tubman project, since she and William Still were great friends. I'm just curious to know how she fits into New Jersey history. She was born in Maryland, correct?
Yes. Born in Cambridge, Maryland, 1822, Araminta Harriet Ross Tubman Davis, aka Harriet Tubman, is considered the greatest Underground Railroad conductor of all time. Now I know it's considered her last marking period, so I won't bore you by repeating what you already know. But as presented in my slide presentation, we can see that her connection to New Jersey is that she spent her summers in Cape May in an effort to hide her from controllers, slave captors, and bounty hunters. In fact, last year, they cut the ribbon on a refurbished home that she used to work at in Cape May, and they call it the Harriet Tubman Museum. Perhaps you could take a field trip there, Miss Still? When spring comes? Also, this year's celebrations are happening all over the country for her bicentennial, or 200th birthday, which was March 10th.
Wonderful. Thank you, Ashley. Moving on to Atlantic City. Irv, can you tell us about Jacob Lawrence, please?
Hey guys, can you help? Born in 1917 in Atlantic City, Jacob Lawrence became one of the most important and prolific visual artists to come out of New Jersey. Mr. Lawrence's series that brought him most notoriety was his Migration series. This collection of 60 painted panels show the movement of African Americans as they migrated north to the industrial cities like New York, St. Louis, Chicago, Washington, D.C., and others. Using his style of dynamic cubism, he also created a series of panels around the themes of Harriet Tubman, Susan Levert, and Frederick Douglass. His work appears in the Metropolitan Museum of Art, the Philadelphia Art Museum, the Whitney Museum of Art, and even the White House. He has received several honorary doctorate degrees from Harvard, Yale, Howard, and NYU, and others. In 1990, he was awarded the U.S. National Medal of Arts. This is some of his work here. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Word. You always go above and beyond. Andy, you're next.
Midtown Bar and Grill began the career of one of America's greatest artists, Eunice Wayman, whose stage name was Nina Simone. As a child prodigy, she studied classical piano with the hopes of someday becoming the first popular black classical pianist. However, her dream was cut short when she was refused admission to the Curtis Institute of Music in Philadelphia. She found work in Atlantic City at the Midtown Bar and Grill and never looked back. Her career produced such hits as I Love You Poetry, For Women, I Put a Spell on You, To Be Young and Gifted and Black, and of course, Feeling Good.
Okay, great job, Andy. Malika and Justin, you did your project together, right? Let's hear it.
32 Kentucky Avenue was the famous address of one of the most famous clubs in Atlantic City. Founded in 1935, that address belonged to Club Harlem, a swinging nightclub that featured the most important singers and bands of the era. You could not come to AC for a day without being tempted to visit the famous spot. Known for its breakfast shows, Club Harlem was a true reflection of its namesake Harlem. Famous performers were Sammy Davis Jr., Dinah Washington, Gladys Knight, Dick Gregory, to name a few. In 1947, Larry Seeley introduced Smart Affairs, an all-black revue. Entertainer Lola Falana was discovered by Sammy Davis while working in the chorus line in Club Harlem. It was also a place where Jersey's own Count Basie made several appearances. Now Malika is going to tell you about hers.
Born in 1904 in Red Bank, New Jersey, Basie learned to play the piano from his mother, and she also sent him to take lessons. Although he was a natural on the piano, he really preferred the drums. Count Basie became a staple and a major contributor to the Kansas City swing sound. He has been inducted into the New Jersey Hall of Fame and the Blues Hall of Fame, Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award, and he has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Now in tribute to the Count, the PHS program.
What would a salute to Club Harlem be without a tribute to the tap queen herself, Miss Patty Harris? Born July 15, 1934, Miss Patty not only danced at Club Harlem in Atlantic City, but she also danced on Broadway in the musicals Pearlie and Hello Dolly with Pearl Bailey. She opened a dance school in Atlantic City where she taught students for years. Today, we here at PHS honor her memory in tap with the world premiere of the PHH, not the Pleasantville High School Hoofers, but the Patty Harris Hoofers. Rest in peace, Miss Patty Harris Young.
Okay, I'm next. Fannie Lou Hamer and the Democratic National Convention. Now, I want to tell you guys about something historical that happened in Atlantic City. On a hot day, August 22nd, 1964, the Mississippi Freedom Democratic Party protested on the boardwalk in Atlantic City to be granted seats with the Democrats from Mississippi. Leading the charge was Fannie Lou Hamer, Vice President of the MFDP. In her speech, she declared that she had been beaten and harassed because she was registering black voters and attempting to vote herself. Her oratory left Boardwalk Hall shaken as she declared her rights as a U.S. voter and citizen, as well as the rights of those whom she represented in Mississippi. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. Ladies and gentlemen, my special guest, Ms. Raina Hendricks, accompanied by John Howard.
We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. Until the killing of black men, black mothers' sons is as important as the killing of white men, white mothers' sons. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. That which touches me most is that I had a chance to work with people, passing on to others that which was passed on to me. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. To me, young people come first. They have the courage where we fail. And if I can but shed some light as they carry us through the gale. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. The older I get, the better I know that the secret of my going on is when the reins are in the hands of the young who dare to run against the storm. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes.
All right, how do we love that lovely surprise from our principal? Azim, you're up, and Leandra, you'll follow.
Born in 1898 in Princeton, New Jersey, this athlete, actor, singer, scholar, entertainer, Paul Robeson became one of the most recognizable figures in the 20th century. A graduate of Rutgers University, Mr. Robeson went on to become a noted celebrity on stage and screen, having made 15 movies in Hollywood, including The Showboat and Emperor Jones. As a civil rights activist in front of communism, he was blacklisted in Hollywood and the U.S. Eventually, he was awarded the Springard Medal from the NAACP and a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Grammys.
Amiri Baraka, born Leroy Jones, was a poet, writer, teacher, and political activist, born in 1934 in Newark, New Jersey. He was a United States veteran, serving for 3 years in the U.S. Air Force. He attended Rutgers University, Columbia University, and the HBCU Howard University. His writings were intended to shock and awaken audiences to the political concerns of Black Americans. He became one of the most prominent voices in the world of American literature. Here is a poem written by Mr. Baraka. It is entitled, A Poem for Myself, The Fool. Lover, if anything, be stronger than mere days. Lover, if anything, be strong. If it matters, that strength is yours, your strength. Love a weakness, be anything. To love were a vicious thing. Stronger than you are, heartless reign on these days. Be loved, lover, if anything, is stronger than. Thank you.
I gotta say, I am pretty impressed with the project so far. Ruth? 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 Oh, okay! Take it.
The night of September 17, 1983 will be one that will change America, and that history took place right here in Atlantic City. On that evening, for the first time in America, a Black woman, Miss Vanessa Williams of New York, will be crowned Miss America. Yes, unfortunately, she was pressured to resign as a result of a mistake she made 2 years earlier. She was treated unfairly by Miss America organization and was replaced by Miss New Jersey, Susan Charles. However, this did not stop Miss Williams from becoming the most successful Miss America to date. Having won 7 NAACP Image Awards, a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, a Soul Train Music Award, several Grammys and Tony nominations, it was clear that nothing was going to stop her from achieving her dreams. In 2016, the Miss America organization made an official apology to Vanessa on stage in front of millions for the way they mishandled the situation.
Thank you, Ruth. Now, I have been waiting for this moment since you said we were choosing her for your project. Najma, can we hear your presentation, please?
I had to bring my girls in to help me with this, and Miss McAnally's class. Here we go. Born in Newark, New Jersey, you cannot do a salute to New Jersey without featuring this 2-time Emmy and 8-time Grammy award-winning artist, one of the greatest voices of our day, Miss Whitney Houston.
Show all the beauty they possess. should stay, I would only be in your way. So I'll go, but I know I'll think of you every step of the way. And will always love you. Will always love you, my darling,
Good afternoon, PHS. Here are your afternoon announcements. If you need help with your writing, drop into the Greyhound Expression Lab and find very talented students ready to help you with your writing skills. Fill out the form in Google Classroom to make an appointment for 5th and 7th periods. Come in anytime after school, Mondays and Thursdays, in room 803 or 801. On Thursdays, March 24th, 2022, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., the Guidance Department will be hosting the Mini Spring College Fair. Colleges that will be attended are Morris College, Tufts University, Delaware State University, and Delaware Valley University.
With
professors when I was in school was Toni Morrison. The following passage was written by one of the greatest literary geniuses of our time, Nobel Prize-winning author for literature, Dr. Toni Morrison. Dr. Morrison spent time in New Jersey as a professor at Princeton University. Here is an excerpt from her first novel, The Bluest Eye. Here was an ugly little girl asking for beauty. A little black girl who wanted to rise up out of the pit of her blackness and see the world with blue eyes. His outrage grew and felt like power. For the first time, he honestly wished he could work miracles. Mia, who did you choose for your project?
Another great writer born in New Jersey, Trenton, New Jersey to be exact, is Ntozake Shange. As the playwright for colored girls who have considered suicide when the rainbow is enough, she has seen her play on Broadway and turned into a film by Tyler Perry. And after 4 decades, the play is scheduled to return to Broadway in a few days. Listen now to The Lady in Red from 4 Colored Girls. Here's another surprise, Miss Everett performing The Lady in Red.
Without assistance or guidance from you, I have loved you assiduously for 8 months, 2 weeks, and a day. I have been stood up 4 times. I have left 7 packages on your doorstep, 40 poems, 2 plans, and 3 handwritten note cards that I had to leave town to send to you. You are no help to me on my job. You call me at 3 o'clock in the morning on weekdays to drive 27 and a half miles across the bay to see you before I go to work in the morning. Whew. Charming? You are charming, but you are no assistance. And I want you to know that this was an experiment to see how selfish I can be. If I were really carried on to snag a possible lover, if I was capable of debasing myself for the love of another, if I could stand not to be wanted when I wanted to be wanted, and I cannot. So, with no further assistance or guidance from you, I'm ending this affair. This note is attached to a plant that I have been watering since the day I met you. You may water it your damn self. I'm sorry, can we give it up for Miss Everett again? All right, so Irv, you have another, do you? Right? And Joshua, you'll follow.
This group got the first big hip-hop hit on the charts. Most people never knew that they are not from Harlem, New York. They are from Englewood, New Jersey. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sugar Hill Gang.
Born and raised right here in Pleasant Hill, this music producer has written or produced some of the biggest hits for some of the biggest stars in the music industry. Mr. Rodney Jerkins. He has written and produced songs for stars like The Boy Is Mine, Brandy and Monica, Say My Name by Destiny's Child, You Rock My World by Michael Jackson, Deja Vu by Beyonce, Playing Games by Summer Walker, just to name a few. He also produced this big hit called Stay With Me for Sam Smith. Guess it's true, I'm not good at a one-night stand. But I still need love, cause I'm just a man. These nights never seem to go to plan.
I don't want you to leave, will you hold my hand? Oh, won't you stay with me? 'Cause you're all I need. This ain't love, it's clear to see. But darling, stay with me. Why am I so emotional? No, it's not a good look, ain't some self-control. Deep down I know this never works. But can you lay with me so it doesn't hurt? Oh, won't you stay with me? 'Cause you're all I need. This ain't love, it's clear to see. But darling, stay with me. Oh, won't you stay with me? 'Cause you're all I need. This ain't love, it's clear to see. But darling, stay with me.
All right. Well, thank you guys. You guys did an awesome job. Thank God we here in New Jersey had the Amistad Act, which protects us to teach Black history, CRT, and 1619 ideas. You guys did an awesome job today. And what's that y'all be saying? It's the Black New Jersey history for me. Go ahead. All right. Thank you so much